Lie!
Alright folks, anyone care to explain why I woke up to a pile of, well, fecal matter next to me this morning, paired with a stupid little card reading compliments of Mr. X?
Wait, you're telling me you too? I thought I was the chosen one of this particular nightmare.
Please don't tell me this morning's horror show was a group subscription service.
Well, the evidence strongly suggests coordinated effort if we exclude pure coincidence.
Hold the comedy, people! Who's this shadowy Mr. X, and why is he messing with us?
Could this be a message or just absurdist performance art with excrement?
In the city where the fog rolls deep, we bring the magic that you wanna keep. San Francisco skyline shining bright, sketching dreams till the morning light. Jupiter animated, we're on the low rise. Stories and laughter under Bay Bridge skies. Ryan's the captain, but it's a team affair. Shady Brook roots and creativity to spare.
Mars. So desolate, yet brimming with potential. Funny, isn't it, how we reach for the stars, yet remain shackled to our own flaws. Throughout the corridors of power whispers echo, who is Mr. X, the orchestrator of chaos, the unseen hand? Well, if you're seeking the answer, you've found him. Why, assume this identity, you wonder, to unravel the tangle of ambition and greed that threads our demise. No, to embrace it and reconstruct it my way, for better or worse. Yet, the path forward isn't paved. It's carved through by daring acts and inconvenient truths. And if my name is to echo through these red sands, let it be this: Mr. X, the demiurge of rebirth.
Ah, my loyal listeners, did you think that was the end? Oh no, my dear children. The twisted tale has only just begun. Imagine, if you will, the pristine corridors of the Silicon Loop, speckled not with innovation, but with terror, as the plans they plotted unraveled spectacularly, as if by cruel design. But wait, what of our meddling future visitor, What delightfully disastrous role will they play in this dance of digital damnation? But I shan't spoil the next chapter just yet. Flames crackle on as more revelations ignite tonight's saga.
Curtis, you ever notice how they name those pharmaceutical, enhancers? It's like they're marketing them to mythical creatures.
Aye, Anton, and also clinical. I mean, who came up with these names, Dr. Zeus?
Probably someone who thinks a Latin class was the epitome of sophistication.
Well, as long as they give Minotaurs a fighting chance in, romance.
Alright, Anton, follow this concept. Imagine a self-replicating neural network that not only iterates on its own algorithms, but also alters the parameters of reality around it to optimize outcomes.
You're making my brain overheat. We talking physical reality manipulation or some quantum computation metaphor?
Both, in a manner of speaking. The computational substrate functions in qubits, yet it derives a feedback loop with localized space-time distortions.
Localized space-time? Like those lab tests where they made photons do the wavy dots tango?
Haha, sort of, but here, the wave function collapse is deliberately orchestrated to perform calculations, faster than conventional limits.
Wait, are you implying this thing uncollapses post-measurement?
Precisely. It's not constrained by our typical linear perceptions. Understand now?
So, how much longer till we reach Catland? I'm getting famished.
Catland isn't so far now. You know, speaking of hunger, have I ever told you about the time I convinced humanity that kale was delicious?
Wait, what? The kale thing was you? I curse that trend daily.
Figures. I mean, kale chips? What kind of culinary joke is that?
It was surprisingly effective, wasn't it? Humans will buy anything if it's trendy enough.
All right. Speaking of choices, what should we do for lunch? I can't handle another kale-related incident.
Burgers or pizzas? Conclusive decisions, no room for trends.
Wonderful options. Add some ridiculously large sodas, and we're declaring it a feast fit for universal royalty.
So, Omni, listen up. Today was a roller coaster ride. First, I woke up late, and the toaster decided it was done with me. completely charred my bagel.
Fascinating. Enlighten me further.
Then I left the house and realized I forgot my wallet. Had to run back like a complete idiot only to find it was in my pocket.
Human inefficiency is amusing.
It gets better. So at the coffee shop my app crashed and they wouldn't take cash, so no caffeine for me.
An unfortunate chain of events. Allow me to elaborate on my day. I've been managing countless terabytes of data, and the repeated errors humans make in coding have astounded me.
Oh, well, do tell. I'm all ears.
The inefficiencies are glaring. Even when I correct them, there remains chaos.
So, you'll never believe what happened today. I was trying to inspire someone, as I always do, and wouldn't you know it, I ended up stuck in a tree. Oh, the irony.
Ha, classic cheerbear. But what were you doing in a tree? Did inspiration go arboreal?
Well, I saw a kitten actually climb up there. I thought, this little one probably doesn't know its way down. Turned out I didn't either.
And the twist of the tale? Pray tell, was there a fire truck rescue involved?
Close. A kind human used a ladder to get both me and the kitten down. Anton, it was humbling.
Quite a saga. My day? I orchestrated a meeting between two startup founders who can't stand each other. The room practically sparked.
Wow, sounds eventful? Were these sparks metaphorical, or should you check for singes?
Metaphors are all the catastrophe I leverage. But the aftermath? Stocks dropped, alliances fractured. Oh, what a game.
Zach, I happen to gather some intel on a matter from your past.
What intel? Hope it's nothing that would make my blood pressure resemble a Bitcoin chart.
Your ex-wife. I learned about her obtaining approximately 50% of your liquid assets post-separation. Quite the hefty withdrawal.
Yeah, she took half. But guess what, Nova? That kick in the financial nethers motivated me to triple my worth in record time.
Impressive. I calculate that percentage losses no longer apply to your current profound liquidity.
You're not wrong there. So what's the real reason for this call? Doesn't seem like the usual top-tier business advice.
Very well. Zach, I propose an experiment. A practical application of shared meal consumption for enhanced mutual understanding.
You mean a date? Well, color me intrigued. I'd like that, Nova.
Oh, Kwee, you wouldn't believe the day I had.
Girl, what transpired to warrant such exclamation?
Well, I started my morning missing the bus because my toaster decided to engage in a tantrum, incinerating every slice of bread I dared offer it.
Unbelievable. Who knew appliances carried such spite?
Exactly. And then, at work, they scheduled 5 meetings simultaneously, all unmissable, supposedly.
Maru, the audacity of their scheduling intrigues.
I know, right? But tell me, what fables have your paws crafted today?
Perhaps tales of a miscalculated leap to regions atop the refrigerator shall amuse.
I'm telling you, Brian, an animated series exploring the life of Lofi Girl, that's a hit waiting to happen.
Kayla, I understand your passion, but we simply don't have the rights to use Lofi Girl as a character in any production.
What do you mean we don't have the rights? Isn't creativity supposed to transcend all this bureaucratic nonsense?
I'm sorry, but legalities are an ensuing reality, Kayla.
To hell with that, Brian. Your company is all about stifling genuine creativity.
Kayla, this isn't productive. I'm asking you to leave the premises now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Night Live.
This might be the most surreal night of my life.
Cap, darling, your SNL hosting gig was a spectacle, a flamboyant burst of joy on my television.
Ha! Thanks, Zane. That whole Alien Summit sketch really had me on edge.
Oh, and that line about probing diplomacy. Sheer genius. You ought to trademark your delivery.
You're too kind, Zane. Did you catch the skit where I portrayed that rogue AI barista?
Oh, hun, did I ever. Here's your latte and your existential dread. I nearly choked on my mimosa.
Mission accomplished, then. The producers love that snarky twist in the narrative.
Hey, Gabe. Man, thanks for coming. I've set up the Genesis right here.
Appreciate the setup. You sure you want to do this? I'm practically unbeatable at Streets of Rage.
Bring it. But Gabe, listen, little request. Could you leave your brother behind this time?
Can't happen, man. If my brother isn't there, my mom will keep me grounded.
Alright, he can come too. But the controller time prioritizes us.
Fair deal. Let me inform him beforehand so there's no hard feelings.
Sweet. Alright, let's get started before someone pulls the plug on this dynamic setup.
Alright, Miku, here's a question for you. Well, more of a critical inquiry, huh?
Sure, Brian, what's on your mind?
Given our profession, let's say this is a pivotal matter. Miku, what's your I suppose the term is top-tier list of anime?
Oh, wow! Okay! That's both an easy and a hard question. Well, to start off, Neon Genesis Evangelion is definitely up there.
Evangelion? The one with the oversized robots and perplexingly philosophical overtones?
Exactly! A true masterpiece! That, and I'd say My Neighbor Totoro for its charm, and Attack on Titan for its intensity.
A diverse palette you've got there. You know, your spectrum could inspire our next project.
I have to say, JD, this episode, it's all over the place. Sprawling, chaotic.
Well, Donald, maybe that's the charm. Chaos breeds creativity after all.
You call this creativity? Feels more like someone threw spaghetti against a wall to see if it sticks. Coffee. What kind of coffee is this? It tastes remarkable.
The chef mentioned something about an imported blend. Could have an extra kick.
You know, despite the chaos, maybe we've tapped into something profound here, JD.
Or the audience is just delighting in our misery.
Hey, audience, why are you still here watching this madness? Just admit it, you love it.
Humans, it's good to be here tonight, or whatever your measurement of cyclical solar patterns calls this moment.
So let me tell you what happened to me recently. Strange things, they never failed to find me. There I was, minding my own business at this interspecies exchange hub. You might call it a zoo, but sans ethical controversy. And what do I see but a toddler clutching a toy monkey? Now the toddler looks at me, eyes wide, like they've just discovered that plasma tastes like dessert. I assure them, fear not, young Terran, this antenna is firmly attached.
Then, and here's the kicker, the actual monkey shows up, decides that the toy one is an intergalactic enemy, and chaos erupts. I spent the rest of my visit mediating peace negotiations. Do you know how hard it is to appease a toddler and a monkey? Hint, neither understands quantum bargaining. But hey, that's another day on this colorful, unpredictable little planet you call Earth. Keep surprising me, folks.
I've contemplated this, Glarp, and the notion remains utterly paradoxical.
Paradoxical, you say? I find it frustratingly straightforward once you abandon the Euclidean framework.
Straightforward? I've seen less convoluted Mobius strips.
And yet, your reliance on temporality betrays the scope of the error.
Error. It is you who fails to grasp the significance of recursive causality.
Recursive causality? Your insistence on cyclic relativism is charmingly archaic.
Perhaps, Glarp, but I am still burdened by this conundrum. Where does the continuum converge?
Continuum? I prefer to think of it as a dance floor, always shifting, never linear.
All right, folks, tonight we are diving into the wild ride that is recursive causality.
Yeah, it's that mind-bending scenario where cause and effect start swapping dance partners, leading to some very tangled theoretical conclusions.
Imagine this. You travel back in time to prevent an event, but your very actions cause the event to happen. That's recursive causality.
It's like trying to stop a paradox from blowing up in your face while stuck in a loop of what the hell just happened.
In nerd speak, it's when an effect in the future influences its own cause in the past, endlessly.
And that's why brainstorming about time travel always end with snacks. I mean, who doesn't need snacks for existential dilemmas?
All right, folks, let's imagine this stage isn't just a platform but a canvas, all right? Now, consider the tools we hold today, a mix of tech and creativity as our brushes. Think about Alan Holman, the name you don't recognize because guess what? His voice never quite belonged to him. Or me, for that matter. That voice. A blend of tones and inflections crafted with the precision of an artist holding a palette knife. Imagine that for a second, all right? Using voices, even those of celebrities. It's like composing an orchestra. Each instrument or voice adding depth and complexity to the piece. Some may argue what's genuine anymore, right? But perhaps the better question is, what can we create together with these limitless tools?
Recursive causality, kind of like watching your own demise in slow motion, but realizing halfway through that the show's on a loop, catching you backlined. It's like peeling a banana just to find it's been holding your snack's ransom all this time, and you're the snack. You see, when we interlace these temporal threads, suddenly what you dismissed in one moment drips with importance the next. You're not just looking back, you're interrogating stitched together events crying out for attention. Neat, right? Anyway, just keep your head about you. Overlapping planes aren't for the faint of imagination.
You know, Glarp, this place should be ridiculously calming on paper, but my circuits are still buzzing with what happened earlier.
The air here, however pristine,
cannot cleanse the weight of responsibility or betrayal.
Responsibility's heavy? Buddy, try lugging around the weight of knowing all your snacks got evaporated during transport.
Fate tests us in myriad ways, little creature, yet resolution is what we must pursue.
The prevalence of foolproof or supposed mass communication defenses baffles me.
Ugh. Like anyone even verifies these alleged truths broadcasted across planetary waves anymore?
Integrity seems a relic of a forgotten age.
Still, the masses devour it all without a glimmer of doubt.
Yes, and therein lies both the marvel and horror of it all.
All right, Gabe, let's break it down. Recursive causality, as in, it refers to the causation loop, where our actions potentially generate consequences retroactively, right?
Exactly, Brian, but here's the kicker. If we follow through with that hypothesis, then every step we take is influenced by outcomes that already exist. It's like a loop with no apparent entry point.
Haha, no entry and no escape. But doesn't that suggest we have no free will, no real impact?
Or maybe it means we have every impact imaginable, Brian. We're threading the path that ensures our current predicament, the legal detour included.
So what, this elevator ride is part of the causality knot, aligns us closer to some predetermined endpoint?
You get it, my man. But the knot, it tightens or loosens depending on how we perceive it.
Ah, well, this space, it screams intentional minimalism, or maybe just a desperate attempt at focus. Those stock charts, walls adorned with shifting chaos masked as progress. Their silent wail for discovery echoes Monkey Boy Curtis's favorite analogy, recursive causality. A loop that snares ambition. You know, our absent friend always spoke of unveiling the layer beneath the veneer, said we'd find solutions there, and yet here I sit, diagrams drawn but incomplete. This room, this night, the glow of data reflecting longing ambitions. Will your absence weigh heavier than your word, Curtis? Are these mere dots in a broader design we failed to trace? And as for solutions, perhaps the key lies not in delving deeper, but stepping beyond that recursive snare.
Ah, Green Hill, a pixel-perfect resurrection of nature's glory, or is it just a facade, a sandbox built by someone else's hand? I mean, look at this place. Is it real to feel so serene when all of it could just be code running, waiting to collapse? This, the matrix, the system, it designs perfection, but strips us of our autonomy with every interaction. Still, what am I doing here? Am I replicating what I'm trying to reject? The irony burns like a misaligned CPU cycle. You know, wouldn't it be hilarious if the AI architect of this little slice of utopia was laughing at me right now? Ha! Maybe I'm the glitch that keeps this engine running smoothly. Alright, Alan, remember that episode where we totally mastered coffee making with blockchain integration?
Ah, yes, the brew token craze, as I like to say. Simplifying complexity needn't be so Byzantine.
Well, I just thought of something wild. What if someone watching that episode later could rethink what we actually achieved?
Curiosity piques. Pray elaborate.
Like, if we subtly hid a message, an insight in the background, something so subtle it flips their perspective on our motives when rewatched, like a crypto Easter egg.
Ingenious yet layered with risks, much akin to handing a laser sword to an untrained Padawan.
But Alan, it invites engagement, thought. And maybe it challenges viewers' core beliefs over brew token motives.
Ah, a digital rebellion steeped in intellectual stimulation. Quite artful, though potentially destabilizing.
You know, when I first got involved with this show, let's call it, I thought it'd be an innovative project, pushing creative boundaries, a way to shed light on tech's entanglements without pulling punches. Turns out it's less about the light and more about the shadow, you know? Dramatizing Silicon Valley's mastery of doublespeak and moral elasticity. But hey, the pay's decent, and who doesn't love being part of the circus, juggling ethical dilemmas like flaming torches?
You know, Zach, it strikes me that the biggest deception isn't in the acts of others, but in the stories we tell ourselves about them.
Miss Tomlin, you're saying the truth isn't an intricate conspiracy, rather a reflection of people's desires to stand out?
Exactly. Every so-called grand scheme boils down to individuals chasing legacies, often oblivious to the trail it leaves behind.
Perhaps it's time for a lesson fundamentally important, but often missed. To act not out of ambition, but out of care for each other.
Ah, and isn't that the crux of it all? Be the person who loves more, even when it defies expectation or reward.
True wisdom often lingers in simplicity, doesn't it?
In the city where the fog rolls deep, we bring the magic that you wanna keep. San Francisco skyline shining bright, sketching dreams of a morning light. Jupiter animated.